And Papa making their way into the super location, and which was a vanilla super. We got synced Mission Impossible checks here by Invarial, excuse me, I saw Invarial's name, by 64-bit Link and Vibrant Colors here. Very close race between these two, although there is the separation of having that speed booster by Link, which is going to make things a lot quicker here.
All right, and the super missile, that is vanilla.
Sparky also making their way into that Mission Impossible. Meanwhile, Belthasar having already cleared out all the pink Brinstar. We're going to be getting our first decision made by our runners. Is Belthasar going to go up, or is Belthasar going to go down? Either way.
First check of the pipe, and it has Spazer.
Spazer, nice.
And Belthasar heading down.
Not electing to go through reverse meme route to check those early criteria or blue Brinstar locations. So I'm kind of interested to see where they elect to go from here, but this is our first runner to make it to this decision. And they elect to go down. All right. So this is going to be higher item density, of course, but if we don't find a suit down here and there's a suit chilling up at top of Red Tower, that could be an issue. So we'll see what our other runners elect to do.
Our first divergence of paths, in a sense, here, as
For sure.
Belthasar heading into the vanilla Spazer room and is going to find Varia suit. Wow!
Oh my god! And at the same time, Dice is heading up, so the down was, at least for now, the play. That's going to open up all of Bubble Mountain checks, Upper North Air checks, and also we know that Crocomire is also in logic with the acquisition of that speed booster, at least for Link. Wow. And we'll get our first look here at what is at the top of Red Tower, and this is Gravity. That would be really interesting. Up play for Gravity, down play for Varia. That'd be hilarious.
It certainly would be. So we've got Super Missile in the Alpha PB spot. And then our hidden missiles in the back normally will have an E-Tank this time.
Very nice. And with that E-Tank, we are actually, at least health-wise, just movement item to get over to Red Ship. But with the acquisition of various suit and all these E-Tanks, we are in logic for Fantoon Fight itself. Just need a way over it, whether that be Space Jump, Gravity Suit, or Grapple Beam.
And Link finding missiles in Waterway.
Not a bad play by Link there. This requires Gravity to be in logic, but that doesn't mean there can't be something nice here, like Space Jump could be there, Plasma, Charge, any of those items, but good play. And we also have another up play here by Link, so they're not going to make
or Vibrant Colors.
Excuse me. Yes, my bad. Vibrant Colors. Yes.
It's all right. Meanwhile, Dice is in the beta PB room. Let's see what is hiding in there today. It is Super Missiles. And we have a quick Kraid kill on Belthasar's part.
Very nice. See what we get here at Kraid. Again, this is not in logic what Kraid is doing. What Belthasar is doing, excuse me. We have to have an up logic to get to Kraid. That is either bombs, Space Jump, or high jump boots. We do not have any of those items quite yet, so this is out of logic for now.
Well, Sparky, meanwhile, is taking the play to go through the reverse meme route, as you had mentioned.
Very nice. And it looks like Link is also making the same play. They are very close by each other. And this is going to play off really well for Sparky because of that speed booster find. Now, here's something else that I want to mention. We have Varia, we have Ice, and we have Speed. Those are all three pieces to that tower super check I was discussing at the beginning of the seed when we found ice. So gravity could be there. And so this could very well work out for Sparky and Link here if they elect to check that location.
Well, there is the E-Tank. It's going to be skipped by Link, and both are going to head up into the 2 checks at John Parkin, because I'm a little bit older. I know everybody calls it Billy Mays, but I remember John Parkin, that British guy with the red bow tie and red suspenders, and he would tell you about all the great things like choppers and everything else. I know some of you know what I'm talking about out there.
Unfortunately, I can't say I know. Anyone else in chat know of this individual?
John Parkin.
Oh.
Well, yeah, I'm dating myself, obviously, but why not?
Vibrant checking this moat item. It's in logic. Everything past the moat, not quite in logic yet, but we'll see what they like to do after this. Meanwhile, Dice making their way into Gauntlet to check that front item that they skipped on their way down. High jump boots.
French vanilla.
French vanilla high jump boots, to be exact. Exactly. That's nice. Now that actually puts Crate into logic. So super for Belthasar there.
I feel like I'm filling out a bingo card of checks in my notes here.
Meanwhile, oh no, is Sparky? Oh no, Sparky's gonna head back through to the green hill zone. Gonna be skipping that speed booster. Oh, that's unfortunate. But meanwhile, Link out here making a really good check. I am very excited to see what's here. Very, very, very excited to see what's here. Because we have all the logical pieces for it. And the way that we found them, it just seemed like a really good setup. So I'm excited to see what we find. Looks like they might check beforehand.
All right, Belthasar finding an E-Tank at Vanilla Ice spot.
Link has ice. They've just elected to remove it. Or turn it off, rather. Just a super missile. And Vibrant picks up speed booster. So I believe that's our second runner to find speed. And we'll see what Sparky elects to do here. They are also going to head up. Vibrant also picking up that super pack at Tower Supers.
Ooh, grappling beam in the lava.
Wow. Okay, so wreck ship is in logic. That is an incredible find there for Belthasar. So if any runner elects to maybe CWJ over, could potentially score a suit or something nice. Papa also picking up that speed booster is going to elect to check this tower super. And there it is, Evilsparky, the second runner, I believe, to pick up various suit.
Well, the third is Dice had just picked it up seconds before.
Oh yes, there's Dice, yes, indeed.
And you wanted to do all this yourself, Jay.
I've done 10 before, but it wasn't very good, I can tell you that.
Well, just because you can doesn't mean you should. That's the name of the game there.
For sure.
So now we've got Belthasar and Bubble Mountain.
I will say that Gravity Suit really does like to chill at that reserve spot. Reem in chat making a suggestion for Norfair Reserve. I also like that check. If I were to go in and touch Bubble Mountain at all, I would go in and only check reserve. Otherwise, I would be high jump with lava diving down.
Ooh, space.
That's nice.
Space jump at the speed booster missiles location.
That is a always required item for SMRAT, regardless of the seed. Very nice.
And then in the vanilla speed booster spot is a much less whelming missiles.
For sure. So in regard to our runners here, I would put Dice just slightly in the lead over Papa. Belthasar, a lead, but not by much. Evilsparky went through reverse meme route and cleared out some items there. Unfortunately, skipping that speed booster, which would have definitely cleared evened the gap. And then on Link and Vibrant's side, I think it's pretty close as well. They both made the same checks. Looks like Vibrant's going to do the reverse of what Link did. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out.
Well, interestingly enough, bombs being found on Link's side up at the landing PB spot.
Oh, very interesting. So that spot requires one of 3 items: speed booster, space jump, or bombs. So looks like it was either speed booster or space jump as your access to that item. Probably speed booster in this case. Oof, Link. Okay, never mind. They were going down to check the mermaid missiles anyway.
And they are in fact missiles.
Perfect. There's a crate down for Sparky. We'll be joining Belthasar in Bubble Mountain shortly. Link gets the nice spark across the ocean. Gonna be heading into...
Oh, we have gravity up in Bubble Mountain.
That's what I'm talking about, right there. Bubble Mountain Reserve out here. Always holding that beautiful gravity suit. Love it. Love it. Double missile in the bag. So Belthasar is in a really good position. We're hoping...
Wow.
Yeah, we're hoping that Sparky elects to check those as well. And if Sparky... See, it's kind of interesting, depending on what order Sparky checks this in, it might be possible that he'll check that, find the gravity suit, and then dip, and then skip the space jump. So we'll see how that works out.
So Link now in wrecked ship. Belthasar doing a little bit of farming. PapaSchmo also in wrecked ship. Gonna head on over to the left and find an E-tank in the dark ship missile location.
Vibrant picks up various suit and heading on over to Kraid. We got first Phantoon fight on the screen, Link's side. And we're getting an ice check from Dice here. Also not a bad play at all. It is in logic. We've got speed booster and we've got various suit. So a lot of the times gravity likes to chill here.
Well, it'll be an E-tank this time around.
Indeed.
Not bad, but not ideal either. Meanwhile, Belthasar hitting up Lower Norfair.
Will be the first of our runners to enter Lower Norfair, and as pointed out in chat, they're in a really good position. Just a couple super packs away. They were going to want to have about 70 supers and 20 missiles, or 65 supers and 40 missiles. So they've got the 40. They'll just need 20 more supers, and they should be completely in go mode. Or, of course, charge. Charge would definitely mitigate the need to pick up any more ammo.
All right, the below ice missiles were supers this time around.
And Phantoon is down. Got to stand up on the top, and another Phantoon fight top left.
Oof, Belthasar in the worst room in the game. And we'll see about a couple of these wrecked ship checks.
Yeah, I'm slightly worried about this because if Link elects to full clear wrecked ship, we know there's not going to be a lot here that could potentially, at least in regards to all of the runners, it might not help.
Well, Screw Attack's not terrible.
Screw Attack is not terrible. That's definitely the one item you would definitely want to find. It's going to make at least Lower Norfair get very, very, very free. But yeah, I'm hoping that Link. I'm not sure how Link what Link's stance is on tipping Rex ship, but definitely would be the right call because we know where both suits are. Oh my goodness!
Charge beam!
Okay.
Unwrecked left super missile.
Charge and screw. Okay, now that could turn the tides if in regards to other runners. Again, these are 3 separate races, but in regards to where Vibrant is right now, that could very well make a difference.
Thinking about going for the Spiky Death E-Tank, but oh, nope, it's getting a little run here, and there's the gravity suit on Dice's side as PapaSchmo takes out Fantoon with a little bit of a shaken head of, I don't know if it's, I guess, disgust at the slowness from Fantoon, the uncooperativeness.
Yeah,
possibly.
We've all been there. Fantoon can be pretty trolly.
Meanwhile, Belthasar picking up the vanilla PB of shame.
Vibrant picking up those high jump boots. We're gonna get a look here at the Rex ship tank, which logically requires either gravity suit or space jump. We have both of those, at least in the seed within logic. So we'll see what we find. That's a missile pack. Ooh, Link takes a dip into the water here.
Sparky picking up the grappling beam down in the lava. And PapaSchmo gonna get the screw attack and be pleased there. Meanwhile, Vibrant Colors heading on over to first pick up that grappling beam and then head on over to Bubble Mountain.
Link, oof, was about a KO away from death there. That was very scary. That is why they call it the spiky room of death. It has taken many, many, many lives. All right, what are you doing? Oh, Link, no. Okay, darn. Link is going to elect to full clear at least the top here. They could elect to still dip out after the missile in the sky and the attic and checking the reserve location from the back, but ooh, this is going to be a time waste for sure. Meanwhile, Belthasar taking on the Space Pelican. The double gravity pickup.
Wow, in stereo.
Vibrant on the double. Oh, and Vibrant's just
Vibrant's dipping out.
Vibrant is out of there, sparking, and that's a good call because it's just a double missile in the back here.
All right, let's see what is in the attic on Link's side. Supers and ops to pass. PapaSchmo making the climb as well. Now, I know I missed it on a couple of occasions. Oh, there's space jump on Sparky's side. What was in the wave missiles location? I know that in wave was just some supers. We got super missiles in the sky. And whatever was in the lower West Ocean, Link opted to pass out on. We have Jay back here.
Hello, hello. Sorry, my mic decided to go yeet one more time. I wanted to point out a message that was just said that is extremely important here. Although
Oh
Link...
no, a death on PapaSchmo's side.
Oh, that's not good. So Vibrant has skipped and will probably skip again the space jump, which is going to be vital in this match because of Lower Norfair and Meridia still left to go through. So we'll see how that affects Vibrant and if Link elects to check that. So it might, you know, hopefully even things up. But Vibrant is definitely in the lead here. And we're going to get that wave check here so we can remember what's there. I thought so, just another super pack.
We have a super pack there. Dice opting to nope at a GT.
Nice attic spark by Papa there. So this is super interesting, you see, because Link, although he full cleared wreck ship, he has charge and screw attack. He's going to get both suits and is going to not have to pick up any more ammo. Whereas Vibrant has to pick up significantly more supers, does not have space jump, and this is going to be such an interesting finish, I think, between these two on that fact alone. Such an interesting finish.
All right, I see we have super missiles at the Three Musketeer missiles location. As Vibrant Colors just getting out of Amphitheater and is making fair way down into the deepest parts of Lower Norfair. Evilsparky gonna give Lower Norfair a go as well. Dice working on the worst room in the game. And Link now back up at Red Tower. Vibrant Color's going to pass up on the PB of Shame. Dice heading into the Firefly Funhouse for some super missiles.
Papa also going to go bowling here. Evilsparky making their way through the pillars. Vibrant in the space pirate, metal pirate room rather. And Link, oh my goodness, Link. Oh yes, E-Tank, nice.
Oh, Papa playing with fire. Was down to 4 energy. I mean, it had the reserves, but still. Man. Now Belthasar heading into Meridia. Vibrant Colors working on the Ridley fight. Worst room in the game for Sparky. As you can see, those pirates are no joke.
They aren't. Like, you have suits, no suits, they just do a lot of damage. They have no respect for health. And Vibrant finishes off Ridley. Link gonna be picking up their various suit for the first time here. Almost elected to run away, and then they realizes, hey.
Oh wait, that's the thing I need. Let me go get that.
Yeah, exactly.
And just plain old missiles behind, Never mind, I thought that was behind Ridley. I was looking at the wrong screen. Happens to the best of us. And Plasma and Mickey Mouse.
Oh, very nice check by Sparky. You don't really typically see that check much when you're close to go mode. There's not a lot that can be down here in Lower Norfair, at least from a percent standpoint, and just based on what's required to even get into Lower Norfair. Good check by Sparky there. Unfortunately, they're not going to have... Well, no, they could possibly still find Charge Beam. In fact, a lot of our runners could still find Charge Beam coming out of that wreck ship check, because it's just to the left. However, how much ammo are they going to choose to pick up before they get there? That's the question. And probably, given that it's going to be their final boss they get to, they might pick up a lot more than, let's say...
Another death for PapaSchmo.
No.
Getting hit by the piranha in the ocean. That certainly ain't a mermaid.
That's got to be, what, Papa's third or fourth death this seed alone.
Third, yeah, we're being told by chat.
Oof. Oh, and that's going to set them all the way back before they even did bowling. So, I mean, at least they can just dip out. But, man, that's going to take away all of their upper tower, red tower checks. It's going to take away all of the checks that were at the top of red tower. Bowling, oh, that's a big setback. Meanwhile, we're going to get... I don't know if any of our runners checked this location behind Ridley. Just a missile pack anyway.
Okay, it was a missile pack. I think I glanced at Vibrant Colors screen and thought it was links. I think I did the same thing with the names that has occurred a couple of times over the course of the six-person, 3-race stream.
Yeah, for sure. It's madness. Belthasar is straight vibing. Gonna be picking up some ammo here, and they're gonna head on over to Dragon. After that, they'll run right up to Fantoon. They're still a super pack away from Goma, so that's got to be something that they're going to be able to find easily. If not, they still have Charge Beam waiting for them at that first check to the left at Super Missiles after Fantoon. And also, let me be clear: go mode without having to refill. So, I mean, they can finish the game right now, but without having to refill another super pack will be perfect.
And take a quick look here, and yeah, supers. At that pre-Dragon missile. Checking my note sheet to see if there's any checks that I've missed here. Okay, ignoring the E-tank there is Link checking ice. Belthasar working on the Dragon fight, and Dice is on the Lower Norfair escape. Now, doesn't look like anybody's going to be going to it, but we did see X-Ray in the Lower Norfair escape PB room.
Don't get guillotined, Vibrant. I've been in this situation before where you're trying to shoot these pirates, and sometimes they just like to come right down on top of you. And oh my goodness, that was close.
With that low energy, it's a little dicey.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like we're gonna get a grapple kill for Dragon here. Very nice. Oh, and oh, I think Link might be making a play for Crocomire. That will definitely turn the tides of this match back into Vibrant. Yep. Oh, wait, no. It looked like they were going to do it. Oh, they might be safe. Okay. Save scum. I like it. Still going to be an unfortunate time sink for Link here.
All right, super missiles at the space jump location.
Oh, yeah, and let me be very clear. From the perspective of 64-bit Link, this is a very good logical check. You have that speed booster early on, so you're thinking, okay, speed booster, and then I have Varia. That right there pushes me to Croc. But it's just unfortunate that we know where progression is. Oh my gosh, Vibrant still on the verge of death. 30 health. Oh, and they're gonna go check. Oh, they're gonna find Space Jump. They're gonna find Space Jump, excuse me. That's incredible.
All is a benefit of farming health. Go figure. Or maybe farming health. I don't know, but either way, Fair rather... well, yeah, you can see the eye roll there. A little bit of, oh man, why didn't I go to this earlier?
That would have definitely helped in Lower Norfair. That's probably where that frustration is coming from for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But Faye still got Murray to get through. Definitely helping there. So there's still some use for it, but definitely would have been useful the first time they were here. Meanwhile, Sparky taking on Space Pelican. Belthasar is... what is Belthasar doing exactly? Oh, okay, they're going to do an ice clip. Oh, a reverse ice clip. Very interesting. You don't typically see this too often. And they pull it off. Very nicely done.
First time I've seen it.
Yeah, typically runners will elect to just go down through the pits. And I think that might be faster, but hey, swag is always swag.
Alright, now I missed what was on the Croc E-Tank. Or if Link even went that way.
That's a good question. I was so focused on Vibrant's Space Jump check and Evilsparky1's Space Pelican.
We see the acid missiles there are an E-Tank. Oh, with supers as well on Croc E-Tank? Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you for the notes there, Bugs Can't Hide.
Papa making their first attempt at Kraid. Ooh, misses that third super. Oof.
Alright, we've got missiles up top in the grapple missiles area.
Sparky gonna be making their way out of Norfair here. They just have Dragon and Fantoon remaining. Vibrant, meanwhile, Dragon and Fantoon. Link, just Dragon and Ridley. Belthasar, just Fantoon. They're gonna be finishing up here within the next 15-20 minutes. And Dice just has Fantoon and Dragon left, so we're nearing the end of this seed for all of our runners. Belthasar definitely in a class of his own right now.
To answer the question in chat, Link did reset after save scumming all of the Croc area and not finding really anything of note. Has opted to go back this way here and...
getting trolled by the screw attack. No.
Oh, goodness. Trying to get over to... figure out if there's a way to get over here to Croc Escape. And he's going to turn off Screw Attack.
Going to elect to do a mid-air morph into a bomb jump. This is actually in logic. Fun fact. And we got Belthasar taking on Fantoon. Very nice Doppler.
And to answer the question in chat, the gravity suit was in the Bubble Green Door Missiles location, the first item before the reserve checks in Norfair, Upper Norfair.
Link doesn't need to pick up supers and hasn't needed to pick up supers because they went up first into Wreck Ship and found Charge Beam. So the moment they found Charge, they're the only runner to have Charge. They did not need to pick up as many super packs or missile packs as the other runners. And I think the other runners are going to be really upset when they ultimately if they do elect to check that location, they might be upset to find the charge beam after they've spent all this time picking up ammo.
Oh yeah, Link in that race, the only one, and then PapaSchmo, the other of the 6 runners to have found charge as well.
Oh yes, indeed. Yeah, PapaSchmo having a couple deaths in wreck ship. A mystery how I forgot that.
Well, because there's 6 runners going on, and you're commentating, and you're restreaming, you've got a lot on your plate here. That's why I'm doing my best to pick up the pieces, like the average white band song from 1976.
I will say though, thankfully, I do have Invarial handling everything in the background. Big shout outs to Invarial. In fact, big shout outs to all of the runners. Boom. Don't forget to follow these wonderful people, and also my co-commentator here, and Invarial, of course, for helping out on today's restream and commentary. It's been a blast. Lots of action, and we're nearing the end as Belthasar is about ready to enter. Durian looks to be about a sub-hour pace for Belthasar. It's going to be a really nice run. The rest of the runners are still working through their individual seeds, but just a few bosses for each. It's going to be a good time.
Yes, and I do stand corrected. I did not realize that Invarial was handling the restreaming duties. I know that you were juggling a lot of things, and maybe there was a last-second change. And well, here's the last-second acquisition here by Link of Space Jump. Better late than never.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Meanwhile, Croc going down on PapaSchmo's side as Dice taking out Batwoon. Yes, to answer the question, chat, all the runners are doing the same seed. It is PapaSchmo against Dice NL, it's Evilsparky against Belthasar, and it's Vibrant Colors against 64-bit Link. These are 3 separate one-on-one races that are being brought to you at the exact same time here on Speedrunners Arena.
Yeah, last season we did the same thing. There were 6 runners, 3 separate races, and they all happened to sign up for the same time. And I was like, hey, you want to do something that's never been done before? Let's just put you all 6 of you on the screen and just no trackers. Commentators have fun. Let's get it. Like to do it again. It was a hit last time we did it because it was just so much madness happening. So here we are again. And yeah, Belthasar really moving through those first room here into the second room. Gonna take on the Mother Brain.
And PapaSchmo, it looks like, trying to do the infinite bomb jump with a little help here to get on up to, I believe that's the vanilla grapple beam location.
That is correct. So I'm interested in Schmo's. Yeah, there you go. That's a much better
Angle.
Thank you.
Positioning. I wasn't sure what word you were going for. I thought, all right,
any
let me.
one of those. I was like selection overload. Honestly, I was thinking of a word and I just couldn't.
It happens to the best of us. No worries. So Vibrant Colors now heading into Wrecked Ship, and we'll see how much of it at this point they want to go through, as we're crossing the roughly 50-minute mark here in this race, or these races, I should say, plural.
Interesting. Link actually left Bubble Mountain. I'm now noticing and seeing in chat. No gravity suit to be had. It looks like potentially they saw that space jump and they saw the grapple beam and immediately were like, oh, hey, X-rays like mega in logic. Let's save scum, go check it. And if it's not that, we'll reset and go check the reserve. So they're gonna, yep, that's exactly what they're doing here. So unfortunate for them that they did that, but they're gonna be running into the gravity suit very soon. And
like now. can't come much sooner than what you predicted there.
Ooh, yeah, there comes the rage. I knew it. Oof. You gotta feel, because this Link is basically full cleared everything, and like last locationed this gravity suit. You gotta feel for him.
Well, last logical location, yeah. I mean, as far as I've seen, we've pretty much, except for most of Meridia, we've pretty much full cleared just about everything.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if anybody checked the wreck ship reserve using the speed boost, or if they had, I must have missed it.
That's a good question. I think it was checked from the back, and then never checked because it was nothing important. But I couldn't be too sure on that.
That could very well be the case, but
yeah.
Just that quickly, we are on Belthasar's side going after Mother Brain here.
Yeah, it looks like they had about 3 supers to spare, I believe. I couldn't quite tell. And this is going to be a very, very good time for Belthasar. And there's a dead Fantoon for Vibrant. That's Vibrant's final boss. They're gonna be heading into Turian next up for the runners on screen. Dice, meanwhile, is going to be heading into their final boss for Fantoon as well. It looks like they're going to be the next runner to enter Turian after Vibrant. So, Mr. Burgundy, are you going to be joining the next SMRAT tournament? You getting your notes in, you're getting your practice in, you're ready to join up next time?
Well, if I were, it would probably, I mean, since you're putting me on the spot here, it would probably be something where I would enter and sufficiently be eliminated in the early rounds and then go right back to where I belong, which is the commentator's booth.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Oh no, Papa froze the Nova, trolled Papa there, wasn't able to get through the morph ball block.
Yeah, there's a reason that Joe Buck isn't stepping into the batter's box or lining up at the line of scrimmage.
I love that color of the ship on Vibrant's screen there. Wow.
Well, I mean, in fairness, it's in fair namesake. Vibrant colors.
Ah, yes. Of course. Love it. Belthasar in Mother Brain 3. Gonna be a nice 56-ish here by Belthasar. Did they pick up speed? I don't think they did.
Based on their movements, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
So they'll have to take the long way and a couple of the potential shortcuts. So high 56, low 57 maybe.
Indeed, indeed. And Vibrant into Turian.
Sparky, meanwhile, working on a rather quick and miffed Dragon. As Papa grappling with the grappling beam. Yes, there is definite madness and chaos here, as this is, for those just joining us, this is 3 separate races going on at the same time, all with the same seed. This is PapaSchmo against Dice NL, Evilsparky against Belthasar, and a system of vibrant colors against 64-bit Link.
And looks like we have the 2 bottom left runners leading their respective races, and Vibrant on the top right there for the top runners. So looks like the bottom runners are going to win this. If it was a race between top and bottom, like overall team wise, just something I thought of.
Yes, unofficial teaming in this case here. It's just
Indeed.
kind of how they were positioned. But
Right.
Belthasar finishing the last of the escape here. Get out your GGs in chat as Belthasar is going to get the victory over Evilsparky with an official SRL time of 56 minutes and 9 seconds.
Incredible. Very nicely done by Belthasar. That's going to move Belthasar. He's going to go 1-0 up into the second round. Evilsparky, meanwhile, is going to be moving on 0-1 into the second round. We will be announcing those matchups live on SRA tomorrow, roughly around 7 or 8 Eastern once the matchups are live. So we'll get to see all the 0-1 matchups and all the 1-0 matchups moving into the second week. So that's going to be super awesome.
Yeah, plenty of action coming your way over the course of the next couple of months here among the SRA networks. And I believe that is PM that reveal will occur, as I believe we have an afternoon race tomorrow that will just about wrap up the first round.
That's exactly right, 2 p.m. So it could even be sooner. If we get all the races wrapped up and it's ready to go, it could be sooner, but it will for sure be wrapped up by 6. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, Link is going to be heading out of Lower Norfair. I believe Dragon is still yet to be killed on their side. Am I correct in this?
I've had enough of a time keeping track of the items.
I think he still has Dragon left. So he's got about a bit of time left before he'll be ready to enter terrain. Meanwhile, Vibrant trying to pull off the ice clip here. Dice also making their way through the Turian first Metroid room here.
And Vibrant Colors does get the Zeb skip. And fair on, fair way to Mother Brain. And a likely victory pending absolute disaster over 64-bit Link. And if there's somehow a commentator's curse out of that, I'm retiring.
Shout outs to Stroutlog. Season 1 of SMRAT 2019. I had a monstrous lead on Bagel Thief. And Stroutlog said that those exact same words, and the exact same words were something tremendously terrible or something like that would have to happen for Jay to lose this race. Well, I lost the race.
Well, did they retire, though, from commentary?
It's so funny, too, because that's what knocked me out of the tournament, and I'll never forget it.
Oh, my. I apologize for bringing up such horrific memories.
It was super funny. I'll tell you what, though, I will never forget. From that moment on, I will never forget how to properly perform ice clip without high jump boots. Zeb skip ice clip without high jump boots. It's just not even. After that race, I was pretty devastated that I wasn't doing it properly, and I spent like forever trying to figure it out. But afterwards, I realized my issue, and I'll never forget it again. All right, Papa taking on Gonna be taking on Ridley here in a second. Looks like he's farming up some supers. Definitely don't want to try to do a charge ice Ridley. That was no fun for anybody.
I can't imagine that being fun.
No, I want to say it's 300 or 200 shots, I think. I think it's 200. I could be wrong.
All right, well, thank you in chat. At the conclusion of the race here, once we are off air, I will take a look at that past commentator's curse and hope that I never eclipse that.
Oh my god. Sorry, I just watched that clip. I can't wait for you to watch it. Chat, click on that clip and watch it. That is an absolute roller coaster. Wow. Anywho, sorry. We got Ridley going on Papa, and also a Mother Brain 1 for Dice, and an escape for Vibrant. So lots of hype, and a fan tune, meanwhile, for Sparky. So lots happening right now.
Oh, and here comes Mother Brain Phase 2 on Dice's side. Oh, man. Vibrant Colors does have the speed booster, so a couple of shortcuts along the escape here.
Oh. I'm not sure how many super... Oh, my goodness. Dice has missed a lot of supers. I don't know how many they had coming in. Okay, they should be okay if they don't miss another.
Watch out for that ketchup spray.
That
it's known.
was close. That was really close. But they get through it. Very nicely done, Dice.
Because Dice never found charge, so there wouldn't have been any backup. Oh, wow.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Vibrant. Up through the climb. Making fair way through the parlor.
I'm sure, like many of us, internally having some negative words about the steam bumps that come along the way. And there it is. Get out your GGs for a system of Vibrant Colors, who's going to get the victory over 64-bit Link with an official SRL time of 63 minutes and 21 seconds.
Also taking the win against 64-bit Link. Vibrant will be moving on with a 1-0 record. 64-bit Link will be moving on with an 0-1 record. Also, overall, Vibrant taking second place out of all 6 runners on screen. So, very good job, Vibrant, for that performance. Meanwhile, Dice gonna be moving into Mother Brain 3 phase, and will be the 3rd runner to finish up here. And if you're just joining us, Papa, appears to be pretty far behind, but they took 3 deaths, pretty significant deaths in the early goings of this seed. Once at the Gauntlet location, wasn't that big of a death, but it was, still a death. And they also took a couple deaths in Wreck Ship as well, which really set them back. Totally jump in for interviews. We would love to have you. I will pull you up.
Yes, we do interviews here. This is, while on screen may be chaos, this is not chaos from Get Smart. So we do that here. With all due respect to Bernie Coppell and as Siegfried.
And we are joined by Vibrant. GG on winning your particular race, and GG on getting 2nd overall. Nice performance.
Yeah, this was quite the seed, I have to say. Like, I was not expecting Gravity to be there. I completely failed on my predictions, actually. So it's pretty nice that that did not cost me everything. I'm surprised.
Yeah, Link's route was he went up and full cleared wreck ship, and that kind of set him back a little bit. And
yeah, that's what I was expecting. I was expecting Gravity to be somewhere available to give the logic for Wrecked Ship because of that amount of E-tanks that was there. Like, I just said it, that screams Phantom, it has to be there. Then I found Varia and I'm there like, well, depends of which grapple or Gravity I find first. So Gravity, somehow. Well, grapple just had the entrance, I guess, but Gravity was pretty fast, so... Someone who went down instead of clearing Criteria and Belthasar like I did, hold everyone, which I'm sure maybe what Belthasar did.
For sure, you've described it. Basically, how it went down. You know, that up down play was huge, and also Link not checking Bubble Mountain first. He elected to go to Crocomire, which set him back even more before he eventually last location to Gravity. So it was just from a routing perspective, did not fall. The item checks did not fall in Link's favor. But we do have yet another finish. Real quick, get your GGs in with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 6 minutes and 48 seconds, but a 21-minute race PB from DICE.
Wow.
21-minute race PB from
That's
DICE.
fantastic.
Big shout outs to DICE for that. We're going to see if they want to come in for an interview. And I will talk to them. And Burgundy, if you have any things you'd like to ask Vibrant here, feel free.
I'll admit, commentating is one of my strengths. Interviewing, not quite as much. I mean, you kind of pointed out a lot of where the differences were. Link, we weren't sure. Actually, made a bit of a risky play that we thought might have led to a lead, and I guess early on it did. But then a few of those off checks didn't exactly help. The very early on, going to Old Mother Brain to pick up speed. And that looked like things might have gone in their favor, but yeah, just those checks in Crocomire, those checks in the wreck ship. I mean, the only thing that came out of it was wreck ship had where is it in my notes here? It had a charge beam as well as the screw attack were in the wrecked left and right super missiles, but that was really all that there was to pull out of that. But I think, if I remember right, I think Link full cleared wreck ship as well.
Yeah. Link full cleared wreck ship, full cleared Bubble Mountain, full cleared Croc, full cleared basically the rest of the game. X-Ray, Tower Supers, the list goes on. He definitely cleared a lot before checking that reserve location.
Honestly, considering they cleared everything, they have a pretty good time. I have to say that if it came down to execution, then it would probably have been fair game.
Indeed. So we got a Blot's Wound here for PapaSchmo. Evilsparky is going to be making their way through to take on Mother Brain. They will be our 4th runner to finish here. If all goes well, Link is making their way into Turian. And we're going to be joined by DICE here in just a moment on the interview side. The winner of their respective race against PapaSchmo. So all races have at least concluded in who's won. Since DICE winning their race versus PapaSchmo will be moving on 1-0. PapaSchmo will be moving on 0-1. So it could be possible that we might see these runners again just facing each other in different matchups. So PapaSchmo could theoretically face Evil, Sparky, DICE could face Link. It's so interesting, the possibilities for matchups. And I would definitely, like, it was so close, I think, overall, with the exception of Belthasar. Belthasar really had a really good race, but all of these runners, if any of these runners get matched up against each other, that's going to be a nice round 2.
I did say at the beginning we had 32 fantastic matchups, and you can certainly add 3 to the list here, as things were just wild and woolly from start to finish. Now Link in a bit of a pickle here, as far as misses and supers go.
As long as they come out with about what they're at right now, they're definitely good now. Remember, they do have that ice beam and the charge beam, so that's going to allow them to clear with no issue. Furthermore, we are joined by Dice. Hello, congratulations, GG. Oh, there we are.
Let's see. I think I have to mute the desktop audio. Just 1 second.
Take your time.
Technology, it's great when it works.
Yeah, right.
So we have Evilsparky working on the 3rd phase of Mother Brain. There go the catch-up shots, as they are known. Meanwhile, Dice working on Dragon, using the short shine spark technique, which the first time that I get that will be, or the next time I get that will be my first.
Nice. I just noticed you.
I've got it through right now, sorry.
Oh, you got it all figured out. Nice. Welcome and GG on your race.
Yeah, thanks. GG to all the other runners as well.
I will say that it was really close for a lot of the race. However, PapaSchmo took 3 deaths throughout, and so yeah, we may never know how it might have turned out without those deaths. But either way, deaths are a part of the game, and you didn't take deaths, and you won the match. So that's what matters. And so congrats. What were your thoughts on the seed?
Well, at one point I think after collecting grapple, I thought the seed wanted me to backtrack to wreck ship, but seeing as I was already far in Norfair and I thought my loadout would be good enough to actually do Norfair, and then maybe even do ice clip into But's room, I thought I'm not going to backtrack. So I was just trying to get the bosses done as quickly as possible, try to get some ammo in the meantime for if I didn't find any beams or something, and just try to go from there on.
Yeah, for sure. It's a good thing that you didn't backtrack. However, charge beam and screw attack was a super nice find early on if you elected to go to wreck ship. However, if you have elected to continue that wreck ship play in full clear, not a good play. There was not really anything of use past that point, and it would really set you behind as it did Link on another race. But yeah, that barrier find at Phaser immediately to a gravity find at Bubble Mountain Reserve is a really quick and nice play if you went down. Unfortunate if you went up, but if you did go up, grab that screw attack and charge beam and then immediately went down, you had a very good opportunity of having an opportunity to win mid-race against anybody, because of that charge beam going to allow you to pick up significantly fewer ammo packs, primarily supers, and it's going to be a much safer lower Norfair for you. A lot of people, like, for example, I believe, I don't know if it was this race, someone took a death in lower Norfair, maybe. Can't remember if that was a thing, but regardless, there were a lot of sketchy moments in lower Norfair for these runners, and so with the screw attack, definitely helps.
Yeah, for sure. I would have been really happy to see screw attack somewhere, but I think my reasoning for going was that I was so loaded on tanks that I thought I could tank the damage just a bit, was
For sure.
careful. And I think I got lucky as well. And I took some time going into Ridley and returning from Ridley to farm the bugs, as you might have seen as well. So that was also to make the escape a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, I took a bit of a gamble because I'm not really used to doing warfare in general because I'm primarily an 80% runner. And yeah, I don't have screw attack, but I think it kind of worked out in the end. Got a bit of lucky. So where was Speed actually?
So Speed was hiding underneath Mother Brain.
Old Mother Brain.
Yeah,
Right.
and you know I've shouted out 64-bit Link a few times because 64-bit Link is one of the only runners that I know of that always goes back down to check below Mother Brain regardless of the seed, and it worked in their favor at least for a little bit from the get-go. And other runners elected to take other routes to eventually get to the speed booster, but ultimately 64-bit Link was the first to find that. And we have another GG on the screen here, Evilsparky, finishing in 4th place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 26 seconds. Let's see if we can get them in here for an interview. And Dice, you can continue talking about anything that you found interesting about the speed.
So for me, the most interesting part about this seed, which I have not come across in practice, was I think the lack of pretty much anything bomb or PB related within, I think, the first 4 items. I'm not really sure, but having ice is really nasty. I was talking to Knuckle about this the other day, about items you have that kind of mess up like the early game. For example, having something like high jump for a climb or anything, I don't know, but that's kind of okay. But having ice is so it's messy. Everything gets messy. I don't know.
I was making the comment. I made the comment earlier. How many runners are going to elect to turn off Ice Beam early on? And a few actually did. Did you turn off Ice Beam when you first got it?
No, I didn't. But I was thinking about it. And I think I actually will do this if I come across ice early again.
Yeah, I used to turn it off early. Now just in the climb, I use missiles as I do my climb to go up. But turning it off is definitely something that other runners do. And we are joined by our 4th place finisher, our racer against Belthasar, the overall winner and winner of that matchup, Evilsparky. Hello, GG on your finish.
Hey, thanks, Jay. GG's.
It's so good to hear your voice. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, thanks. That was a fun seed.
Yeah. So you want to know where Speed Booster was?
It's probably. Let me guess. It's probably at Mission Impossible.
It was below Mother Brain.
Oh.
Yeah. So when you went to check Billy Mays, we're like, oh sweet. Okay, so Sparky's gonna be the next runner to get Speed Booster. And
totally skipped it.
You skipped right by it, and we're like, no.
Yeah, because for my routing, I was like, well, if I commit to old Mother Brain location, then that means I'm gonna have to commit to Wreck Ship, and I wasn't ready to do that yet.
Fair point. And that's kind of the comment I was making, is that if a runner does elect to go through reverse beam route and up to Mother Brain, at that point you're probably gonna then go check Tower Supers, which thankfully wasn't anything, because you had Speed Booster, you had Ice Beam, you had Various Suit, which was a lot of the logical pieces for that check. Thankfully, it was nothing. I was hoping it was going to be Gravity Suit. I think that'd have been cool.
Yeah.
But once you elect to do that, then you're kind of stuck in a position of, okay, I have to go up. And that means probably Wreck Ship, which honestly was a really good play, because Charge Beam and Screw Attack in the first few checks, and then you dip out and go down, get your Various Suit, get your Gravity Suit, get your Space Jump, and then boom, done.
Yeah, that would have been sweet, because I spent a lot of time looking for some supers just in case. I never found Charge, but... So I could have saved some time there, but...
Belthasar had a really good route, elected to go down initially, got the Various Suit, got the Gravity Suit really quick, got Space Jump, was able to clear out Norfair really quickly, had Speed Booster from a reverse clear, and just was able to just tear apart the seed. Really well done.
That's awesome. It's good to hear. Yeah, there was definitely a little bit of rust on my end for sure. I'm not gonna lie, this is the first SMRAT seed I've played in quite a while. But I think it was alright.
Yeah, not too bad for a T-Rust seed for sure. So you're gonna be moving on 0-1. There's actually a lot of interesting matchups that could be had in the 0-1 bracket, as you would say, in the Swiss stage here. Is there anyone that you're particularly maybe interested in running against, or you just kind of see tomorrow who you got and then prepare for it?
Yeah, I think we'll just see what we got coming. I mean, I've seen Belthasar's runs before, and I was a little scared not to lie.
Yeah, Belthasar is definitely very a veteran of Super Metroid speedrunning. Certainly of Rando. Definitely a tough opponent. Will go pretty far in this tournament for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but otherwise, everything laid out pretty good. Like after I found gravity, that was it. It was just like, okay, well, I don't really need speed, so I'm not really gonna start searching for anything else really.
Right. That early ice find, definitely nice. Knowing you don't have to worry about any crystal flash clippers out there. You don't have to worry about finding speed booster if you don't run into it. Finding ice early for me, at least personally, is always a bummer because I now don't get to utilize the crystal flash clip, and it's kind of an equalizer, I would say. So.
That's fair. Every time I see ice early, I always just immediately think Red Tower.
Yeah,
that's where my
that's
head
another
goes.
comment that was made. That ice find is definitely that up logic through Red Tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing I didn't do that because otherwise I would have missed out on Varia Suit.
Yes, indeed.
So that's a tricky one. It's quite a gamble.
For sure. So PapaSchmo here will be our final runner to finish.